Hello, my name is Adolfo and this is Life of Adolfo. Yesterday I talked about the Shohei Ohtani auction ball, his 50th home run with the letter U on it. The one that the person that got the ball and put it on auction, and there's two other individuals, as they said, that they have possession and they're taking legal actions and hoping they basically take a cut out of the money that the ball is being auctioned for. As of right now, it's at 1.5 million and it's at 19 bids and it still has 15 days. But the reason I wanted to make this other video is that I did mention that when I used to buy memorabilia and sell it, there was one website that I used to go and buy it and then flip it. I also used to go to the stadium and buy stuff. For example, on the September 18, they also are selling another baseball that was used in play that day. It doesn't give you specifications on what that ball was used for. Pitch on dirt, base hit, foul, strikeout, or whatever the case might be. And if you were at the stadium at Marlins Stadium the day that Shohei Ohtani set that record, there's usually, I believe, like around the third inning. This is like in Petco Park and in Houston Astros Stadium. This is the way they do it. And also in Texas Ranger Stadium. By the third inning, they start receiving baseballs that were in play and they start selling them. Depending on if it's a base hit, pitch on dirt, or whatever the case might be, it's whatever the ball is worth. Houston, they're worth a little bit more because the Houston Astros were world champions. They were going to the World Series that year, that I recall. And I'm gonna try to cover two baseballs that I got that day. San Diego, it all depends. At that time, they were not that good, so the balls were not that expensive. Texas Rangers were not that good when I used to go there. That used to be the old stadium, and the baseballs were not that expensive. If you would have gone to Marlins Stadium that day, that Shohei Ohtani, by the third inning, because at that time, he hasn't broken the record. So every baseball that they're being sold, as long as it's not a base hit of him or whatever the case might be, for him only, they're trying to probably save those baseballs. You probably would have had a baseball for $50 to $100. Pitch on dirt, maybe $30. But this is a video covering where I buy my stuff. I used to buy it from the stadium and I used to buy it from MLB.com. And I'm going to give you one item that is being sold for the 50-50. The day that he hit the 50th home run to reach 50-50, that is worth better than the $12,000 that we don't know, like I mentioned, what that ball was for. We have the 1.5 and then we have the other September 19 ball that they have that is being sold. The other ball that is being sold was September 18 when he got 50 stolen bases, and that one had two bids yesterday. And they went from 1,300 to 1,600. I assume that they are going for $100 increments per bid. But one of them is skipped from 1,300 to 1,500 and then 1,600. Now, to cover the items that MLB.com has, they have the September 19. Let me just make sure. September 19. First base, the first base right now is at 10,026 bids, and I don't know how many bids are there currently, but I know it's at 10,000. And for me, the base that he was touching before he stole base. Now, granted, sometimes they switch the bases from the beginning of the game to the end if they know a historic thing is going to happen that day. But the first base is being auctioned on MLB.com, and right now it's at 26 bids, my fault, with 10,000 the current bid. I don't know how many days. Oh, it ends in October 13. Other baseballs is on, and I'll give you an example. Remember I said that one of them is 1,600, the one that they attempted. There's other baseballs for the 49 stolen base, and that one is 520, and this one is a pop-up. This is a Shohei Ohtani game used pop-up baseball from the stolen base, but they don't mention what player, because we know that Shohei Ohtani went for 6 for 6, so it wasn't him that popped it up. There's a Shohei Ohtani Game Ready Mark C. Remember I mentioned it's a Mark U, the ball that he hit home run worth 1.5. This one was on the 18th, so they were already marking baseballs on the day prior. And this one is at 1,510 for 24 bids already. Same thing, bid ends, the auction ends on the 13th. And then this one right here, I'm gonna read what it says. Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a Shohei Ohtani Los Angeles Dodgers walk-in steal, 23rd steal of the 50-50. He stole the base, meaning that Shohei Ohtani walked on this game with that ball and he hit the base, the 23rd base of his 50-50. And this one right now it's at $1 because the auction ends on the 27th. If you want to collect a stolen base that he had, a baseball or a walk of a baseball from his historic season, this is a baseball that I think is worth it. This one, the baseball base is worth it as well. And of course the baseball if you have 1.5 million. But if you don't and you're trying to buy something from the historic season or something from Shohei Ohtani, I do recommend the base. I do recommend this one. At the same time, it depends at what price. The base, I will not give more than 50,000 if I really want to have something from that day. This one is a 23rd base that he stole and it's a walk. I probably will give maybe 500 to 1,000 for it. And that's all the baseballs that I've seen. There's probably more on MLB.com and on Goldin. Goldin has 3, and this one, according to what I screenshot, has 4 items on MLB.com. Probably more, but not specifically for game. It's like uniforms of him, but not during game use. Now, the 2 biggest items that I purchased were on the playoffs of the Astros against the Red Sox. Verlander against Chris Sale. I purchased Chris Sale's 2nd strikeout of the postseason. This was his first postseason, meaning this is his 2nd strikeout ever on a postseason. And I had a pitch on dirt from Verlander, Justin Verlander. In my opinion, both of them might be Hall of Famers. Chris Sale, he might win Cy Young this year. He was a closer at a certain time, and he was a great pitcher at another time. I think that as for the Justin Verlander pitch on dirt, I did sell it for $500 on eBay. And that's what I give for certain items that are not the milestone of Shohei Ohtani, 500 to 1,000. But since I think that he's going to be the greatest baseball player ever, maybe 5,000 I'll give for that walk, and 5,000 to 10,000 like I mentioned, because for me, he's the greatest baseball player. That's just being honest. And that's all I got. Hopefully it helps if you're trying to purchase something from Shohei Ohtani on this historic season or something from Shohei Ohtani anytime. Thank you. Thank you for watching.